Melrose welcomed Stewart'S-Melville to the Greenyards, looking for their 8th win of the season, whilst the visiting outfit came into this clash at the bottom of Tennent's National League Division 1. This meant the Borderers started the match as favourites. However, after 13 minutes it was the visitors who bagged the first try of the match, through winger Mike Jamieson, as he ran from 60 metres to cross the whitewash. Kyle Henderson added the extras, as well as a penalty soon after, to give Stewart's-Melville a 10-0 lead. Melrose weren't keen to allow for more shipped points and soon answered back with a try of their own when Callum Cruikshanks crashed over after a well-worked driving maul from 5 metres out for an unconverted score which reduced the deficit to 5. Melrose then scored again with a try from captain Struan Hutchison after some clever moves in the backline. Hutchison also converted the try to get the home side's heads in front for the first time in the match. Stewart's-Melville then edged themselves back in front through a Henderson penalty minutes later, but Melrose then worked their way back up the pitch, and once they entered the 22 it wasn't long before James O'Neill powered his way over the line, and then Hutchison made it a 7-point score, much to the delight of the home support. Into the second half, and with only a 6-point lead at the break, there was an aroma of unease at the Greenyards, and this was only made worse when centre Gavin Wood was shown a yellow card. However, Melrose didn't let this get to them, and the points gap was extended when James Brown finished off another good use of space out wide and secured a try bonus point with this unconverted try. The difference in levels between the two teams was becoming ever more evident, and Melrose worked their way back up the pitch straight from the kick-off. This is a team who know their strong points, and once again the driving maul from 5 metres out was no match for the Stewart's-Melville defence. This time it was hooker Ben McLean touching down for a converted try. This was a period in the match that, despite having a man less than their opponents, with every Melrose attack came a try, and this happened for a third time when the Borderers used the extra numbers out wide to send replacement Bruce Colvin in for a converted try, taking the score to 38-13 in favour of Melrose. There was then a period where Stewart's-Melville tried to build an attacking platform, but it didn't amount to anything problematic for the home side. And before too long, Melrose made another attacking opportunity count when Doug Crawford spotted a gap and ran in for an easily converted try to bring the scoring to a close in this tale of two halves. By no means a perfect performance by Melrose in this one, but they do come out of it with 5 points and with momentum behind them going into a huge game at home to Gala on Saturday. Full time at the Greenyards, it's Melrose 45, Stewart's-Melville 13.
So Stewart's-Melville nipped into an early lead with a great try, and the first half was 19-13. Did they offer up more than you expected?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, look, you can't take anyone lightly in this league, I don't think. And as you said, they came out the traps firing. We tried to play a bit of territory in that first sort of 10 minutes, and then just a little mistake allowed them to get that line break. And to be fair to them, I think they went from about the halfway line off the kick return, and then they scored. And then we the discipline again, kind of early on, just allowing them to kick points, so gave them that 10-0 lead. But we then managed to get a foothold in the game, probably about 15-20 minutes. So as I say, we managed to get a comeback into it and then get into that lead 19-13. But what we talked about at half-time, the standards that we're trying to drive here are against a team that is bottom of the league, respectfully. Like we wanted to be a little bit more in front, and we were disappointed with that first half performance, if I'm being honest. Yeah,
I was going to ask about the half-time chat. Bruce Colvin, who was running the water in the first half, he seemed a bit het up at times. Did he have something to say?
Yeah, he's a feisty character. Bruce is a competitor, he's a born winner, and he's a really good guy to have around the squad. He's an absolute senior player, and he's a massive leader, comes with bags of experience. So look, when he speaks, everyone listens up, and at half time, look, he was just saying, again, just driving that high standard, stick to our game plan, stick to our structure, and we'll get the opportunities. I think it was more the execution that let us down in the first half, and second half we managed to take it away from them, played in the right areas, and we were a little bit more clinical.
Yeah, you came out second half, and although Gav Wood was yellow carded, you sort of blew them away with 3 quick fire tries.
Yeah, as you say, we went down to 14 men, but look, we just get around one another. We've had a few cards this season. Again, it's coming back to that discipline that Bert mentions to you guys all the time. But look, when someone goes off, we have to dig that little bit harder. As you say, we managed to get those 3 tries with the 14 men. So just that was positive.
Yeah, and a few squad men in tonight. You must have been pretty happy with how they went.
Yeah, no, a good opportunity for some rotation. We had some guys away, obviously with a kind of Super 6 ruling, and the 4 players we got that allowed for rotation at David Colvin, our captain, to get the night off. And yeah, some of the guys have been performing really well for the Storm, and look, they got their opportunity tonight, and the final score was 45-13. So look, they've put in a massive shift on a Friday night. So yeah, we're really pleased with that effort. And as I say, look, we know what's coming Gala next week. And then we're into kind of Stewart'S-Melville, Watsons and Stirling before Christmas. Stirling beat us up there. So look, we're trying to drive a massive squad effort at this club. We train together Tuesday with the Storm and Melrose run against each other on a Thursday night and on a Tuesday. So yeah, we're trying to get that seamless transition. So if someone's injured, if someone's unavailable, then players just step in and everyone knows what they're doing. We're all on the same page.
And you mentioned next week your near neighbours come to town, and let's be honest, what is a massive game. It's a big game at the best of times, Melrose v Gala, but we call this this league the gift that keeps on giving. It's really exciting at the top of the table, of course, with one going up. Is it still too early in the season to call next week a cup final, a winner takes all? Or not so much a winner takes all, but a loser then has it all to do?
Yeah, look, as you say, it's really close. Gala are 1 point ahead of us in the league. But yeah, what we said in that huddle there is obviously, look, Gala's coming to our patch. We're unbeaten at home, actually, so we'll look to defend that. It's ex-players' day at the club. Hopefully it's going to be a busy day, a good atmosphere. But we'll focus on ourselves Tuesday, Thursday. We'll get down, we'll preview Gala, we'll review that game. And yeah, I'm honestly pretty sure we'll be on it, and we'll be ready to rip in come Saturday next week against Gala. As you say, it doesn't get much better playing Melrose Gala at the Greenyards or at Netherdale. They're games you want to be involved in.